You've been trying to be grateful, and still there's that tight place inside you that whispers, "It's not enough." And you don't say that out loud because you've learned to equate wanting with failing and needing with weakness and longing with ingratitude. So you smile, you cope, you tell yourself you're fine, and then you lie awake with that quiet fear humming under your ribs. What if life never really supports you? Let that be named gently, not as a flaw, not as a problem to fix, but as a moment of honesty. Because the part of you that craves more ease, more love, more money flow, more time, more breath in your day, that part isn't greedy. That part is tired of carrying everything alone, and something in you recognizes this, even if your mind tries to argue. Notice what happens in your body as you hear that. Maybe your shoulders soften a fraction. Maybe your jaw unclenches. Maybe nothing changes yet. And that's okay too. Your system has been bracing for a long time. You've been carrying this. Abundance was never meant to be a performance. It was never meant to be a spiritual test you pass only if you say the right words while never feeling afraid. Somewhere along the way, abundance got turned into a finish line, and you got turned into a runner, always reaching, always trying to be high vibe, always watching your thoughts like a guard at the gate. And that kind of pressure doesn't feel like freedom. It feels like another way to prove you're worthy. Your heart already knows this. You don't become abundant by working harder at being worthy. You awaken abundance by remembering you already are. And that remembering doesn't happen only in your mind. It happens in your body. It happens in the way you breathe. It happens in the way you let yourself receive a compliment without shrinking it down. It happens in the way you allow support to reach you without explaining why you deserve it. Have you noticed how difficult receiving can feel, even when you say you want abundance? How you can crave help and then feel uncomfortable when someone offers it? How you can want more money flow and then feel guilty the moment it arrives, as if something must be taken from someone else for you to have enough. How you can want love and still keep one foot out the door because deep down you're waiting for it to disappear. This is important to hear. Abundance is not only about what comes to you, it's about what you allow to stay. And if you've been living with a sense of lack, it doesn't mean you're broken. It often means your system learned a strategy for survival, and it became familiar. If love was unpredictable, you learned to anticipate loss. If resources were tight, you learned to ration joy. If you had to earn kindness, you learned to overgive. Then adulthood can quietly repeat the old agreement. Strain is required to be safe. Let that settle, just for a moment, because this is where the doorway opens. What if the feeling of not enough isn't a prophecy about your life? What if it's a pattern your nervous system learned to call home? There is a difference between reality and conditioning. Reality is what is true right now. Conditioning is the old alarm system that keeps firing even when the danger has passed. And your natural state of abundance cannot be stabilized in a body that is constantly bracing. So the path becomes gentler than you were taught, less about forcing outcomes, more about teaching your system safety, less about chasing, more about allowing. Right now, just notice your breath, not to change it perfectly, simply to recognize it. Feel the inhale arrive. Feel the exhale soften you, even 1%. This is abundance too, the ability to be here without pushing. There's a quiet vow many loving people make without realizing it, and it sounds like, don't be a burden. Sometimes it sounds like, handle it alone. Sometimes it sounds like, need no one. And on the surface, it can look strong. Underneath, it often carries a hidden belief. Needing leads to rejection. So you become capable. You become dependable. You become the one who holds everything together. And the world applauds you for it, while your heart gets lonelier and lonelier. If that's been your pattern, there's nothing to be ashamed of. That vow was made to protect you. It helped you survive. And yet, if you're still living by it, it can quietly block the abundance you're ready to receive, because abundance is flow. Abundance is the willingness to let life meet you. Here's what changes everything. Your receiving is a skill. Your receiving is not a personality trait you either have or you don't. It's a skill your body learns through safety and repetition. So instead of asking, how do you manifest abundance, consider a different question, one your system can actually answer. Where do you not feel safe receiving? Maybe you don't feel safe receiving money because you've seen money create conflict. Maybe you don't feel safe receiving love because love used to come with, conditions. Maybe you don't feel safe receiving rest because rest used to be followed by criticism. Your thoughts may say, abundance is here, while your body says, not safe. And the body will always speak louder than the slogan. So begin here, not by fighting fear, but by listening to it with compassion. Fear is often a messenger, and when fear is met with softness, it begins to transform. It doesn't need to run your life. It simply needs to be heard. This hasn't been an easy journey for you, and that matters. So many souls are walking through this exact shift right now, where old strategies stop working and new ways haven't fully formed yet. And yet here you are, still listening, still willing. That takes real courage. Now, bring abundance down from the sky and into your hands. Abundance is often described like a destination. One day you'll arrive. But your natural state of abundance is more like a current, like a river that moves when it isn't dammed. And what dams it most often is not lack of effort, it's constriction. It's the habit of saying no to yourself before life can say yes. So consider this. Abundance responds to permission. Not permission in the mind, permission in the body. Permission that sounds like it's safe to want. Permission that feels like it's safe to receive. Permission that whispers, it's safe to have enough. Your receiving is safe, not because the world is perfect, but because you are learning to be with what arrives. Your receiving is safe, because you are becoming a home for what you ask for. Your receiving is safe, because you don't have to abandon yourself when life changes. Let that phrase land. Your receiving is safe. There's a simple sign that you're coming back into abundance. And it isn't a number in a bank account, not at first. It's the moment your body stops flinching when something good approaches. It's the moment you don't immediately explain it away. It's the moment you don't rush to pay it back with overwork. Remember that and keep listening, because that sign becomes a doorway. Right now, try a tiny practice that doesn't demand anything from you. Let your feet find the ground. Let your tongue rest in your mouth. Let your shoulders drop as if a weight has been set down. Then imagine life offering you something small, a warm cup of tea, a kind yes, a little extra time, a helpful opportunity. Notice what your body does. Does it lean in or pull back? Does it soften or tighten? There is no right response. There is only information. If your body tightens, it may be saying, good things aren't safe. If it pulls back, it may be saying, receiving creates obligation. If it goes numb, it may be saying, disappointment hurt too much. And if it softens, even slightly, it may be saying, something is ready. Now offer the body one sentence, not as a command, as a comfort. You can receive without rushing. Breathe once, then again. Let the words land where they land. Because many people try to receive with the same energy they use to survive. They receive fast. They receive guarded. They receive while bracing for the bill. And abundance doesn't settle in that environment. Abundance likes a home that says, you can stay. This is why small moments matter. When you let a small good thing stay in your system for 3 breaths, you are teaching your body a new truth. Good can arrive, and you can remain present. There was a person who spent years believing support was dangerous. Help always came with strings, so independence became the shield. Whenever kindness appeared, it was met with a smile and a quick change of subject. Then one day, a friend offered something simple, a ride, a meal, a little easing of the load. And instead of refusing, there was a pause. Just long enough to feel the fear, just long enough to feel the old vow rise. And then something new happened. The offer was accepted. No speech. And here is the piece that changes everything about that sign mentioned earlier. When your body stops flinching, your choices become clearer. You stop sabotaging opportunities because they feel unfamiliar. You stop shrinking your desires so no one feels uncomfortable. You stop pushing away the very support you prayed for. That's abundance arriving, not only as things, but as capacity. Capacity is abundance. The capacity to rest without guilt, the capacity to ask without collapsing, the capacity to hold more good without fear. So when you notice the flinch, meet it with kindness. When you notice the urge to say, no, it's fine, pause. When you notice the impulse to overgive the moment you receive, breathe and ask a gentle question. What would it look like to let this be simple? Simple is powerful. Simple is new. Simple is what the old survival self never trusted. And if your mind says, this is too small to matter, that's scarcity trying to stay in charge. Small is how the body learns. Small is how safety builds. Small is how dawn arrives. There's another tender pattern that can block abundance. Guilt. The kind that says, having more means someone else has less. The kind that says, feeling happy means ignoring someone's pain. The kind that says, if life gets easier, it won't be deserved. Have you noticed that? The way ease can feel suspicious, the way money can feel heavy, like it comes with a moral test. This is important. Your abundance does not take from others. You living in enough does not create someone else's lack. In healthy reality, abundance expands options. It expands generosity. It expands the ability to help without draining yourself into emptiness. And still, the guilt deserves compassion because the conditioning was real. So offer your system a truth it can hold. It is safe to have enough, and it is safe to care about others. Both belong. Notice your chest as you hear that. Notice if you can breathe a little deeper, even if it's just one breath. That's the body learning. Now the mind may ask, how does this become real? So here is an embodied return, not a formula, a way of retraining your inner world. Begin by noticing scarcity language without shaming yourself. Phrases like, feeling behind, it's always hard, it won't last, can become an atmosphere your body living is inside. You can soften them without pretending. This has been hard, and support is allowed. A way isn't visible yet, and new options can appear. This is rebuilding, and rebuilding counts. Then practice micro-receiving. When something good happens, a kind message, a small win, a moment of calm, pause for 3 breaths. Let it register. Let it count. This is nervous system abundance. This is training your body to recognize safety. And notice where you overgive. Overgiving can be beautiful when it's freely chosen, but overgiving as a strategy to be loved quietly creates a life where you're always empty. You don't need to buy belonging. So ask very softly, is giving coming from overflow or from fear? That question returns you to choice, and choice is abundance. Create one boundary that protects your energy, not 10. 1. A boundary is not punishment, it is protection. It can be saying no to one request, turning off notifications for an hour, choosing rest before you earn it, allowing your pace to be human. And if asking for help feels hard, that's the vow again. Don't be a burden. So start with a small ask, small enough that your system doesn't panic. Let it be simple. Let it be doable. Small is safe. Small is sustainable. Here's something many people miss, and it's worth pausing for. Abundance often arrives in ordinary clothing. Sometimes it arrives as a conversation, a new idea that won't leave you alone, a door that opens when you stop pounding on the locked one. a moment of clarity in the middle of a normal day. Abundance can look like more space in your calendar, a relationship that feels safe, your mind getting quieter, money flow becoming steadier, not dramatic, you trusting yourself. So if you've been waiting for abundance to prove itself in one grand moment, consider allowing it to be gradual, like dawn. Dawn doesn't force the night away. Dawn simply arrives, and the world changes. And yes, challenges can still exist. Abundance doesn't mean life never asks anything of you. It means you meet life with more support inside you. It means you stop interpreting every obstacle as evidence of unworthiness. It means you stop living like everything good is temporary. Because here is the identity shift. You are not someone trying to get abundance. You are someone learning to live from enough. Say that inwardly, not as pressure, as possibility. Living from enough. When you live from enough, you make different choices. You stop saying yes when your body is saying no. You stop chasing what costs you your peace. You stop postponing rest. You stop apologizing for taking up space. Bring a hand to your heart if that feels right, or simply imagine warmth there. Feel the steadiness of your own presence. Your heart already knows this. You are allowed to have it. You are allowed to have it. The love, the support, the opportunities, the money flow that helps you breathe, the time that gives you back to yourself. You are allowed to have it. Not because you did everything perfectly, but because you exist. If resistance rises, meet it kindly. Resistance is the part that learned disappointment. Shy, it learned not to hope too hard, so you can say to it, "Thank you for trying to protect you." And a new way is being learned now. And here is the new way, receiving in small, steady steps. In the coming days, you might notice tiny moments where life offers you something, a little ease, a little help, a little opening, and the practice will be letting it count, not dismissing it, not minimizing it. Let it matter. Let it be evidence. Let it be part of your new story. Because abundance is also about attention. If you constantly rehearse what's missing, the nervous system stays in lack. If you begin to notice what's supportive, what's working, the nervous system begins to exhale. This doesn't mean ignoring pain. It means widening the lens. It means allowing reality to include goodness too. So right now, let your mind find one thing that supports you. Just one. The chair under you, the air, the resilience that brought you here. Something in you recognizes you've already survived so much. And when your system remembers that, something softens, not all at once, not as a performance, as a gentle return. Abundance is your natural state, like sunlight is natural to the sky when the clouds pass. And you don't fight clouds. You don't shame clouds. You breathe and you let the clearing happen. Sometimes the clearing comes through tears, sometimes through boundaries, sometimes through asking for help, sometimes through choosing yourself when you used to abandon yourself. So walk forward with a simple touchstone phrase, something your body can hold when the old panic rises. Receiving is safe. Let it be a soft anchor. Let it remind you to unclench. Let it remind you to breathe. Let it remind you that you don't have to force life to love you. Receiving is safe, and support is allowed. Receiving is safe, and good things can stay. Receiving is safe, and needing is not a burden. Feel that for a moment. Feel how different that is from the old vow. And when you forget, because humans forget, you return again, gently, without punishment, like dawn returning after night. You are not behind. You are in the middle of becoming. You are not lacking. You are learning to receive. You are not too late. You are right on time for the season you're in. And as you move forward, abundance can begin to feel less like something you chase and more like something you allow, something that meets you in ordinary days, in steady choices, in softened breath, and in the quiet confidence that you are allowed to have enough and to let that be your home.